The MLS Cup playoffs get underway on Saturday with the defending champions New York City Football Club playing their opening match against Inter Miami on Monday. Kicking it with me to talk some soccer is the Spanish language radio play-by-play voice for NYCFC. That is Roberto Abramowitz. Roberto, how's it going?
Dexter, it's a pleasure to talk with you. Let's get this on. We're
Yes.
excited about Monday and the entire slate of games that we have this weekend.
I know you are excited. Glad to kick it with you and talk some soccer. So let's get right into it, Roberto. New York, they are on a 4-game win streak in all competitions. Is NYCFC getting hot at the right time here?
Oh, absolutely. This sort of reminds me of what happened last year because they had gone in 2021, 6 games, 609 minutes without a goal. And then in Atlanta, they were trailing 1-0. And in the 90th minute, Goody Torarenson scored a free kick. And you can just feel just like the entire team exhale after that. So they tied 1-1. Next game, they wound up blowing out DC United 6-0. And they went on a run and they never lost the game again. So hopefully for New York City fans and for the team that they're able to duplicate what they did last year.
There you go. Getting hot at the right time is always what matters when it comes to the postseason. Now, Inter Miami, they've been one of the best stories in the MLS all season. So what kind of a challenge does Miami pose for NYCFC?
Oh, it's a pretty big challenge because they improved considerably once they got one of New York City's top killers, which is Alejandro Pozuelo from Spain. So Miami was only 6 out of 19. They'd only won 6 out of 19 games before he came on the team. Once he came on, then all of a sudden it was 8 out of 15. So they've done much better with him. The thing is that he didn't play last week in their 3-1 loss to Montreal. So I don't know. They say that he has a possible groin injury, so we don't know what his status is for this game. If he's not there, it's a really good news for New York City. If he is, then it makes it a much more competitive game. And Pozuelo has history at Citi Field, where the game is going to be held now, because he, in the playoffs in 2019, was the guy who scored the winning goal on a penalty kick against New York City when they were eliminated 2-1 by Toronto FC.
Player to definitely watch, and NYCFC is going to be marking him all game long, I'm sure. Now, you know this, Roberto, in sports, it's not easy to go back-to-back and win it all. So what does this NYCFC team need to do to repeat as champions?
Well, they don't have Tati Castellanos anymore. He's their leading scorer, 13 goals. He's Golden Boot from last year with 19 goals for the team, and he's now in Girona in Spain. Ever since Nick Cushing switched the formation to a 3-4-3, and also they've gotten everybody healthy, then everything seemed to change for New York City in such a positive way. Hence why they've won 4 games in a row, including beating Atlas for the Campeones Cup, which was a 2-time Mexican champion. And so defensively, they're extremely, extremely solid now. You have your 3 best defenders playing in the center, and they've done very well with Thiago Martins, Maxime Chanot, and Alexander Callens. Kevin O'Toole on the left side has added a huge dimension offensively, being able to go forward, and the team sort of rotates to accommodate him defensively because that's not 100% his strong suit. But obviously, they might be missing Tyler Magno for this game, and if they are missing him, because he was one of 3 players who got hurt in the last game of the season in Atlanta, Tavon Gray and Alfredo Morales got hurt as well. We don't know what their status is at this point. If they can't play, that will hurt the team, especially if Thales Magno can play, because he is probably the most talented player that they have offensively. But having said that, Eber can fill in the number 9 position very nicely, as he's done. You still have Maxi Morales, you still have Santiago Rodriguez, Gabi Pereira, and then you have the additional speed that normally coming off the bench, but now probably may have to start if Thales can't go, with Thiago Andrade, who's probably the fastest player in MLS. And if he gets going, I mean, he's just absolutely impossible to stop.
There you go. It's possible. NYCFC could go back-to-back. Roberto Abramowitz, Spanish play-by-play voice for the team. Roberto, sounds to me before we go like your voice is in playoff form. I'm expecting some great calls from you this postseason. Will we hear that?
If everything goes right for New York City FC, I will probably be voiceless by the end of the game around Monday night around 9:15. I should be voiceless. But then I have another week to rest, so I'm all good.
That is good. We want you to rest that voice, and hopefully that you have many calls throughout this postseason. Roberto, thank you for your time. Appreciate it, man.
It's a pleasure, Dexter. Thank you so much.